Hey, so on step 5, it's time that we upload all of our media that we need onto WeVideo. By media, I mean the things that's going to be on WeVideo that we see. So, namely, we just made all those backgrounds on Canva. So, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go to the downloads folder and find that file that contains all of them. It's going to be one file and it's going to end with .zip. It's a zip file. What that just does is it compresses larger files and just makes it like easier to download and share because it's like one smaller thing. But you can't do anything with that smaller thing until you double click it, which opens it up. It kind of unzips it. And now you have all of these available for you. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open up a brand new thing on WeVideo. So I'm going to need you to just create new project over here. I can't show you how to do that, but I think you know how to open up a brand new video on WeVideo at this point. When you do, make sure you change the name at the top. Mine says step 5, upload your media. Make sure you do something along the order of your first name dash animation project. That'd be great. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on add media, upload, and then what you can do is you can find all of these here and you can just kind of like click and drag these over and then let go and we'll start to upload those all on there. So again, you need to find that. It's no longer going to be in your downloads. It'll, if you unzipped it correctly, it'll be something over here, which you can then click to eject. I click here once, I hold down the shift button, I click there, and then it allows me to select them all at once. So that's how you'll get all of that media onto there. So that's one important step. Another important step that you need to do is you need to put your character that you drew onto here. So to do that, you're going to have to go to Google Classroom. So let's actually go to Google Classroom. And you're going to go to the broadcasting Google Classroom, of course, where you're going to want to find where it says character uploads. And then you're going to want to find your character that you're going to do. So this is all the uploads I got so far. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can more easily see it. And here's a good looking character right there that I'm going to upload. So if this is your character, for example, you would hit Control, Shift, and the button above number 5. And now you could take a screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot like that. I'm going to click on Capture. And now that saves a screenshot. Now, it's going to keep the white background on it, which is no good. If I upload that on top of one of my backgrounds, then it's just going to show up as like, it's just going to look terrible. It's going to look more like this image here, where I want it to look like this image. So what we need is a transparent background. You can do that in 2 ways. You can go to remove.bg, in which you would just drag the image over here you want to remove the background, and then download it. That's a really easy way to do it. You can click on upload, you can just drag it right on top. Or what you could do is you can go to Canva. Every time you go to Canva, I recommend that you go to a presentation. And then when you're here in Canva, what you're going to want to do is you can go to File and you can go to Upload Files. And you can find your screenshot that you just did before. So I'm going to just take a random different screenshot over here. Here's one. I'm going to drag that on top. Might take a little minute, but you can see it's working right there. If it doesn't turn up, you can find it in your uploads right here. And then here's the image right there. So you can do a couple things. Remember, I want to remove the background. So one thing I could do is I can click on Background Remover. That removes the background. And then when I download it, also make sure that you click on Transparent Background. And then you can click Download. Keep everything the same. When that's done, you can go back over here. You can click on Add Media. And that most recent thing that you just downloaded, you could drag onto here. So let's test it out and make sure it worked. Okay, I'm just clicking the very first thing that I see over here. I'm putting that there. And now in my project bin, once this is done, I'm going to put this on top. And I'm just going to make sure it does show up on top. Hopefully the transparent background works successfully. And then I will be all set for this entire step over here. So you have to just make sure and you're going to have to do this for every single character you did if you did multiple characters. All right, so if I put this on top of there, you can see he's right there. And then I can start doing things like animation, right? I could say I want him to start here, but I want him to end here. And I want him to end up bigger. And then when I go back, I can have him, and then there's my animation. I don't know why I would want him to just glide to the right and gradually get larger, but that's just one type of animation that might make sense if you're doing that with a soccer ball, for example, or something else. But anyway, that's how you get all of your media on here. And then from there, we can go on to step 6. Thank you very much.